everybody, my name is Katie Baumgartner, and today we're going to go on a history tour back in time. Right now we're looking at Virginia City, Montana. We're going to be talking about the 19th century of Virginia City because that was when it was the first capital of Montana until about 1875 when that capital moved to Helena, and it's now a ghost town that you can still see standing in the 21st century. The first place I want to talk about is the Fairweather Inn. This is important because Bill Fairweather was one of the first discoverers of gold here in the Alder Gulch area in about 1863. From 1863 to 1869, there was over $90 million worth of gold found here. In today's money, if you were to convert that, that would be about $40 billion worth of gold found in about 6 years. That's quite a significance. The other place I want to show you is the Opera House. This is what they would do for entertainment back in the 19th century because they weren't able to access modern technology that we have today, such as television and other devices. Whenever there's gold, people tend to get a little out of hand and a little greedy. Vigilantes, what they would do is they would go and try to stop road agents that were robbing people, and they'd rob people coming in and out of town on stagecoaches, and unfortunately the justice system back then was quite corrupt, and the sheriff and his gang were sometimes involved with the road agents themselves. So the vigilantes were trying to be the justice for the people, so you can see how justice systems have changed since then. This building was their headquarters because it was the tallest building and they could see their enemies or friends coming in or out of town, and they would house their horses down here so that they were able to go help or hinder those people as quickly as possible. The vigilantes caught 5 of the road agents. These were the last ones to be reprimanded. They were hung here in the Hangman's Building, and this building's important because you can see how it has a false front. That was something that was really common back in that time period to make it look more homey. This building was unfinished at the time of the hanging. This is a picture of what it looked like. This is a model that you can see there. So they hung them on this main beam here, and it was kind of a sporting event for everybody to go watch and see. It wasn't a very fair or just trial, so that's changed a lot since then. The road agents were eventually buried here at Boot Hill, and this is an image of that actual grave sites here, so you can see how they're wooden displays versus all the technology that we have available today. The headstones are normally stone or granite. The Montana Post was the first newspaper in Montana located in Virginia City here, and the first newspaper printed was in 1864. The last place I want to show you today is the McGovern Dry Goods Store. This was important because it encompassed women's roles in the 19th century. They didn't own a lot of shops or businesses, but this business was run by 2 women, and this was important because it gave women a place to go shop and talk and gossip if they wanted to. So the way you see it on display today, like this, is the way that they left it in the 1940s, and you can kind of compare this to modern things as well, because obviously the fashion has changed quite a bit here, and basically just, you know, layouts of the stores and areas. You can see the old wallpaper, the old art decorations, and they actually lived back here. So something to kind of leave you guys with today is to remember all of the history that's here that we can see today now as generation after generation have passed. So it's important for you guys to kind of realize your footprint and what you can do in this world. If there's something that you think is important, maybe stand up for it, and don't let things be demolished for other generations as time goes on. And, you know, if the Bovies wouldn't have saved this, we wouldn't have known and wouldn't have been able to research it or look into it today. I hope you learned something today, and I hope I've inspired you to believe in the history of this world to be able to share it with future generations to come. Thank you very much.
Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. Don't let them pick guitars or drive them old trucks. Let them be doctors and lawyers and such. Mamas, don't let your babies grow up to be cowboys. 'Cause they never stay home and they're always alone.